the state's national security, it's been 1 full year. They have not finished the investigation of Joseph Yamin and Abanga. Upon receiving petitions from very bold people, because you have to be bold to send a petition about an NDC high-profile person like that as a vice chairman of the party to the Attorney General. The Attorney General hosts a public press conference and says that because Ghanaians were worried that after the NPP have been voted out of government, Galamsey is still going. Deputy Attorney General asked for patience in outcome of Iyoko's probe of NDC executives allegedly involved in Galamsey. That was, this is 21st July today, and the press conference is long ago.
Adom for Paul Otchere are clashing with Attorney General over Joseph Yamin and Abanga over Galamsey issues. See in Ebekaya somewhere last year, and a petition because Attorney General nim any Minister of Lands and him say encrophobi to Galamsey na sancrophone NDC for omuyo mushishe munomunfa update imra. In fact, Attorney General Babedin Komoka said they are going on with their investigations. Up to now, yente hoshe. Nemo muni chairman Wontumi, ya mani 20 years so gonko dem ewo prison no na twetwe komoba in Paul Otchere efra Attorney General and sasa Attorney General refio NDC for the buy no. Wo se mu ye investigations mun kan hoshe e den na ekọ mutro se mbe crack whip na eno na ama Paul Otchere aba abonte be din komo na say na the whole story net here somewhere last year na Attorney General Emma ya aware say binum the petition abanenim say allegedly the likes of Joseph Yamin and Abanga omuye Galamsey they are dealing with Galamsey now they tie nkomo no the ekọ this side
sent to both myself and the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. But after we did, some petitions came from small-scale miners to the Economic and Organized Crime Office, then complicating the investigations. And so, as we speak, an investigative report is yet to be made to my office because those small-scale miners also brought their petitions that had allegations against the two persons who were referred.
So what you say Attorney General up to now, yente hoshe. Me who say update is circulating. In fact, Paul Otchere ababekasa. According to Paul Otchere, say NDC for no Wontumi yom homa. Name because a chairman Wontumi MPP ni there so nkonko dem. Na so mujom who said they are very confident in what they are doing. And there I was say engrofo way the likes of Joseph Yamin and Mr. Banga. Omuhu sema ba ya petition bo mwenim no. Omoma yehu de ekọ investigation be bi ekokodru. In fact, Paul Otchere ababekasa na mepese beti ensem woka na wo so de wo dwen no mepese obeche wadwen comment.
Abanga and one of my greatest friends, Joseph Yamin. I like Yamin because he's very straightforward. I like straightforward people. Just tell me what it is. What you see is what you get. You know, blockbuster. You know, lock, stock, and barrel. I love Yamin. You know, he comes in with it heavy, lock, stock, and barrel. You get what you see is what you get. The Kumasi guy is my man. Why am I putting their photographs here? I'd like you to watch Dominic Ayeni, the learned Attorney General, speaking about these two men. Have a listen.
Two people who are politically exposed to the Economic and Organized Crime Office for investigation. These were the Honorable Yamin and Abanga, who is a third national vice chairman, one of the vice chairmen of our party. When we did the referral, it was upon intelligence that we got that was sent to both myself and the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. But after we did, some petitions came from small-scale miners to the Economic and Organized Crime Office, then complicating the investigations. And so, as we speak, an investigative report is yet to be made to my office because those small-scale miners also brought their petitions that had allegations against the two persons who were referred.
This was a long time ago, viewers, up till today. Today, I saw Justice Sremsai put something on social media and said that investigations take time and This is people against whom petition has been made that they are doing Galamsey. And the Attorney General, here you are, Justice Semsai says, investigations take time. Deputy Attorney General asks for patience in outcome of Iyoko's probe of NDC executives allegedly involved in Galamsey. That was, this is 21st July today, and the press conference is long ago. Let me look at the statement of the press conference, and let's see what Dominic Ayini was telling us. Well, first, the press conference is dated 15th July 2025. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's more than a year. It's been more than 1 year. The Attorney General, Iyoko, BNI, and it's not NIB, it's Iyoko, BNI, CID, Lydia Donko, the CID policewoman, the Attorney General's Department, the State's National Security. It's been 1 full year. They have not finished the investigation of Joseph Yamin and Abanga upon receiving petitions from very bold people, because you have to be bold to send a petition about an NDC high-profile person like that as a vice chairman of the party to the Attorney General. The Attorney General hosts a public press conference and says that because Ghanaians were worried that after the NPP have been voted out of government, Galamsey is still going on. You told us that it's the NPP. Now the Galamsey is still going on. Why can't you crack the whip? You can't crack the whip because it's your own party people. And those sentiments were growing. And because those sentiments were growing, the learned Attorney General could not do much but to tell the press that in fact those sentiments are correct. We have actually received petitions on Joseph Yamin and Abanga. But it's been 1 year. Deputy Attorney General is still asking for more time. This is the danger of what we are doing. Another Attorney General comes and within 2 weeks he'll finish the investigation and say that I've finished the investigation. I have evidence. He may not have evidence, but he's doing reprisals because of the way we are setting our political system. Afenyo Markin said something recently. He said that the reprisals have been happening. He will not say that MPP didn't do some, but can't we have an end to it? Can we have an end to it? Listen to what the Attorney General wrote to the Ghanaian public. It is on the letterhead of the Attorney General and is directed to the Executive Director of the Economic and Organized Crime Office, Iyoko, and it's as follows. He says, Dear Executive Director, directive to investigate allegations of illegal mining activities by named individuals. I write to direct your esteemed office to initiate investigations into suspected illegal mining activities being perpetrated by certain individuals within mining districts in the country. This directive is born out of growing public concern, corroborated by media reports and intelligence regarding the involvement of some citizens in unauthorized mining operations, generally called Galamsey. They are in blatant contravention of the provisions of the Minerals and Mining Act 2006, Act 703, as amended by Act 995. These activities not only flout our mining regulations, but also gravely endanger our water bodies, forest reserves, and local livelihoods. As your office is aware, HE President has consistently reiterated his government's firm commitment to eradicate illegal mining and restoring sanity to the natural resource governance regime in Ghana. In line with this national stance and pursuant to your mandate under Iyoko Act 2010, Act 804, I am directing your office to invite the following persons named in recent credible reports for interrogation, namely Mr. Yakubu Abanga and Mr. Joseph Yamin. Additionally, you are to investigate any other person found to be complicit in these unlawful mining activities. The scope of this investigation should include the matters highlighted in the Professor Frimpong Boateng's report on illegal mining. Furthermore, considering the regulatory oversight role of the Minerals Commission, you may invite the Chief Executive Officer of the Minerals Commission to assist in the investigation. I trust that Iyoko will treat this matter with the urgency. Viewers, listen, he said urgency and gravity that it deserves in order to uphold the rule of law and to ensure the integrity of our extractive governance framework. Yours in the service of the Republic, Dominic Ayeni, signed. 1 year. 12 calendar months. Iyoko, Minerals Commission. They have arrested Otchere and sent him to America. He's going to go to jail, I guess. I hope not. But he probably would end up in jail. In that period, they have arrested Kofi Boat. In that period, they took Shatawale's Lamborghini. In that period, they have arrested and arrested and arrested. In that period, they have arrested TikTok people. In that 1 year, they have arrested everybody. But they are yet to arrest the people about whom the Attorney General said is urgent. Joseph Yamin and Abanga, high-profile party officers. Is that what we should be doing? But Wontumi, who was not criticized of illegal mining, but it was said that he had asked somebody. Wontumi says, I didn't ask the person to do anything. All the cross-examination, re-examination, the examinations in chief in the court testified to the fact that Chairman Wontumi was adamant that he has not asked him to do anything. The guy says, Wontumi asked him. Wontumi says, I have not asked you to do anything. So it's Wontumi's word against his word. The court believed the guy. Is that beyond reasonable doubt? If one person says something, another person is challenging it. Where is the corroboration? And even if you have corroboration, is that 100% proof? And on top of that, the person who confessed to the court that he actually performed the illegal activity described by the Attorney General in the letter to Yoko as destroying our water bodies, and that the president is committed to this and committed to that, that person goes away free. And Wontumi goes to jail for 20 years. What shall we say to these things? If you read Romans 30 verse 31, I believe, it says, what shall we say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? If God be for us, who can be against us? I think this is very unfair. Really, really unfair. And I sincerely hope that the defense lawyers will put it together, and also hope that something will rise to the occasion. Something has to give and rise to the occasion. Not because of Wontumi, but because, as Alex Segbefia said, the only thing we have is the justice delivery system. Because the way you want it to be applied to you, you should apply it to the person. If Akufo-Addo had thought differently and demons had entered his head, Jachi Kwesi would be in prison today. And Wontumi would have gone to prison and see Jachi Kwesi over there. But democracy prevailed. Jachi Kwesi is a deputy foreign minister, passed by Parliament's Appointments Committee. Great news. Good news.